for the disaster management, just as we did on the other week that we were together. I believe you can still remember what we talked about. Yeah, just for a reminder, I'm trying to share my screen here as we are talking. But before we go there, let me ask from one of you what we talked about from our last lesson. Patricia, I remember we talked about the disaster stroke crisis management. So maybe if I can hear from some of you or one person to remind us what a disaster is. So maybe if I can just point out, um, Patricia, I don't know whether you can still remind us what disaster is. Patricia, we
Yes,
kindly help us.
last time we talked about we define disaster as it is a sudden thing that causes damage to properties or life of people.
Thank you very much, Patricia. Now, I don't know whether you're able to see my screen over there because you want to go directly to our some sub topics we are dealing with today. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes, you can see.
So you can see my screen, eh? Now, so our today's topic is actually the effects of a disaster. A disaster affects so many areas economically, of which I know you are aware, socially, politically. But today we are going to deal about the effects of disaster on a political field. I believe that's to go directly on the political effects of disaster. I don't know. I don't know if somebody can tell us some points on how disaster affects politically. Benson, I don't know. Do you have anything to say concerning how political affect us?
Okay,
Yes.
uh, we can say that uh, disaster can eri- can do erosion of public trust in government.
Yes.
First, accountability and competency.
Yeah.
Government's ability or failure to manage a crisis can
Yeah.
significantly influence public trust.
Thank you very much.
Poor handling of disaster, such as floods, pandemics, or economic downtowns,
Yeah.
often leads to dissatisfaction, protest, or call for leadership change.
Have you exhausted everything?
Yes.
Thank you very much, Benson. We'll give you a clap later on. Now, somebody else to give us the second effect on disaster over political under political. Patricia, once again, are you able to
Okay,
take us to yes, Patricia.
it leads to changes in leadership and political power.
Thank you very much. Another point, if you can still have one.
It can also lead to policy and legislative changes.
Yeah, legislative changes. Thank you very much. It is those are correct. Those are answers. And maybe finally, we also disaster can increase political polarization, of which polarization is a conflict over resources. Yeah? Scarcity of resources such as aid or food during a crisis can lead to political polarization. Different function of a group may accuse each other of unfairly benefiting from government relief, intensifying existing political ethnic division. Okay. And maybe number five, we can, if I can still exhaust the one here before we come to the end of our topic, is expansion of executive power, of which authoritarian tendencies. We can talk of temporary suspension of democratic processes. I think that is all. Maybe you will still add. We talk of things like increased social movement and activism, and impact on election. We also have resources reallocation and policy shifts. Also have political realignment and populism. And maybe we can also talk of international relation and diplomacy. That is all under political effects on disaster management. We also have something we can call it a humanitarian and political crisis. And I don't know whether if there is somebody have a question before we end the lesson, and I leave you with some assignment or a comment, point of comment. Caroline, are you still in? Caroline, anybody with something
Yes.
to finalize with? Any comment, any query?
Okay,
Hello?
as for me, I don't have any comment.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. I want to leave you with an assignment whereby you are going to look at the effects of disaster under economic field. We come to the end of our session. We meet on next Friday. Remember to mark your attendance online, and that is all. Thank you very much, and have a good day.